In an old city lived a wealthy man with his wife. They had been married for a long time, but were unable to have children. One day, the wife felt ill, so her husband took her to the doctor. The doctor gave them surprising news. She was pregnant. The husband was overjoyed, but he made a harsh condition. If she gave birth to a girl, he would divorce her and expel her from the palace. If she gave birth to a boy, she would stay. The wife was deeply hurt, but she had no choice. When the time of birth came, she gave birth to a baby girl. The husband became angry and rejected both his wife and daughter, deciding to send them away. He gave them a small house on the edge of the city and told her never to ask him for anything again. Then he divorced her. The woman was heartbroken, but she accepted her fate and dedicated her life to raising her daughter alone. Over time, they lived in poverty and struggled to survive. One day, an old, mysterious woman came to their house, asking for food and water. But the mother, having nothing left except a piece of bread saved for her daughter, gave it to her. The old woman was touched by her kindness and gave her an old sewing machine as a gift. She told her it was no ordinary machine. Magical beings helped it sew, but it had rules. It could bring great blessings, but greed would bring loss. The woman used the machine and discovered that it could create beautiful clothes in an impossible way. The clothes brought them money and attention, and soon they were no longer poor. However, she remembered the warning and chose not to become greedy. Instead, she used the blessing to raise her daughter with good morals and kindness. Years passed, and the daughter grew into a wise and talented young woman. One night, she discovered the secret of the sewing machine. Magical beings were working inside it. The old woman returned and revealed that their task was almost complete. The daughter then made a wise decision. She asked the beings to teach her sewing skills instead of working for them, so she could rely on herself and free them. They agreed and taught her, then disappeared. The girl became an expert in sewing and soon gained fame for her beautiful designs. She became one of the most famous designers in the city. Unwealthy people, including princesses, came to her for dresses. She also built a center to help the poor and needy. One day, she saw her mother's former husband among the poor. He had lost everything after his son, whom he favored over his daughter, became corrupt, wasted his wealth, and eventually destroyed his life. The man regretted his actions deeply. He realized he had wronged his wife and daughter. The daughter forgave him and even helped him regain dignity. He admitted that his daughter, not his son, was the reason for his final salvation. In the end, he learned a powerful lesson. True value is not in having a son or daughter, but in righteousness, kindness, and good character.